The purpose of this video is to show the network discovery capability that is part of the DVPII service tool. After you are connected to one of the valves, you can use the discovery capability to scan the network for other valves. To get to the discovery tool in the service tool, you will go to the application selection menu, the 3 bars, and select Host Discovery. As we talk about valves, we are really connecting to the DVPII driver. However, we will, for the rest of the videos, talk about valves, which are really the driver-valve combinations. You will now be able to change the begin address and end address to be scanned. Typically, it will show the address range of the valve you are currently monitoring. If you know the IP addresses of your valves, you can change the range by adjusting the start and end address values. For now, we assume all valves are in the same range, and we will click the Scan Network button to start the scan. As you can see here, we are scanning the network and the current IP addresses that are scanned. You can cancel the scan you started at any time by clicking Cancel Scan. At that point, you can make changes and start a new scan. The result list will be populated as the scan progresses. This list is stored on your computer and therefore will be available later if you select the host discovery without scanning. Please note that the little dots in front of the detected valves indicate that these were found during the last scan. If there is not a dot there, the valve was not found during your last scan. It is still on the list because it was found in a previous scan. If you prefer, you can click the Clear button to clear the list. You can then start a new scan. Now that the scan is complete, let's look at what is found. Please note that this is an actual network we are scanning, and therefore we will find not only valves, but also other computers that run the same software as the valves do. This will not typically be the case on a live network on your turbine. There are 5 columns with information to identify your valve. The first 3 columns contain the information from the asset information you have programmed in your valves during commissioning. Asset tag. Typically the name you have given the valve, like main gas, pilot, etc. Prime mover. The name of your prime mover or turbine that is connected to this valve. This is important if there is more than one prime mover at your site. Site name. The name of the site where this prime mover or turbine is located. Please note, if these items show var not found, then you have not set up the asset information in your valve. Also, if the information shows default information, you can change this by logging into your valve and setting up your asset information. See video on how to name your valve regarding asset information. The next 2 columns will show you the unique host name of the valve and the IP address where the valve can be reached. Host name. A unique name for all valves worldwide. The format is DVPII- and then the driver serial number. Host IP. The IP address where you can find the valve on the network. It can be used to open another tab in your browser to get a service tool up and running for that valve. You can use the host IP to start the service tool of the valve by creating the browser URL yourself, or you can just click on the valve row and another tab will be opened in your browser with a new service tool for that specific valve. Please note, the browser will always download and use the service tool software from the selected valve. This way, the service tool software will automatically be the correct version. There will be a delay between your clicking on the valve row and the displaying of the service tool. This is because of the download. When the scan is done, the last scan completed line with date and time will be shown. This showed the network discovery capabilities of the DVB2 service tool. For more information on other capabilities, see the other videos in the DVB2 video collection. Thanks for watching, and I hope this has been helpful.